running? Why are you running?
What would you do? What would you do if I followed you? What would you do?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to a super fun extra video this week. I have been mulling over some things in this most recent chapter, specifically one thing in this chapter, which, by the way, I think Seeing Stars has been pretty good. I don't really have any complaints so far. I have some reservations, but no actual complaints. But the thing that has been burying itself in my mind, that I have been chomping at the bit for, is who is chasing Lucy in the alley. I have a few theories that I wanted to run by you guys, and I want to know what you guys think, and I want you guys to tell me what your theories are in the comments. So, the first and most obvious answer is Alejandro. Like, of course, but I feel like it's a little bit too obvious. And if it was him, I feel like Teshi would have just shown us at the beginning during this first section of her being chased. This is like the second part of her being chased at the end of the chapter. So I don't think it's going to be him. And if it is, it would be really anticlimactic because we already kind of figured that out. My second theory is that it is actually Mike, whether it be December Mike or just Mike in general. Although this wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, I get it, and I kind of feel like there's a lot of people that would love to see it be Mike chasing her, but I just don't think it fits all that well because she isn't really scared of Mike. Like, she's definitely not happy with him. She seemed very apathetic towards him, but she isn't really frightful of him. Now, you could say that there are some hints toward this throughout the chapter, with her kind of getting those dark spots, those stars, the darkness in the panels whenever he's around, or even Paulo, but I think that's more of a general her being lost in her thoughts kind of thing, rather than any one specific person. So, I don't think it's Mike, though I would not be surprised if it was. My third theory is that Lucy is actually running from herself, that she still feels guilt for who she was, or she feels guilt for who she is now about her lashing out at her friends. Although I really don't think this would make much sense either. Like, it would kind of be cool to see that her biggest enemy is herself, or like just this mental block that she can't get past, that she's afraid of, because it's like holding her back. But it would actually be really cool to see that sort of introspection from her. And the last theory I have, okay, well, there's technically two. I'll tell you the second to last, and then the last one, which is the big crazy one, which if you read the community post, you already know what it is, but we won't actually see. The thing that's chasing Lucy is just general anxiety, an amorphous blob, just life in general. Like, she can't even put her finger on it, but she's just scared, and she's running, and she can't get away from it. That would also be kind of poetic. I know people would be so mad, how come we didn't get to see? But I think it would also kind of make sense in the fact that it just represents general anxiety and fear and stress, and that would fit with her character and what's happening right now, even if not like this one specific occasion with it being in the alleyway. And last but not least, and by the way, if you're wondering about this, I burnt the shit out of myself on a pan a few days ago, and that's still healing. But anyway, last but not least, this is probably the most controversial, but I felt like I had an epiphany when I thought of it. Sandy. She is running from Sandy because Sandy took Mike away from her. Sandy just never goes away. She's constantly in her life some way or another. No matter what Lucy does, she just cannot escape this girl. And it would kind of make sense if Sandy was the one that was just pursuing her, and just sort of that personified fear. Lucy was always afraid of losing Mike, and Sandy was the thing that took him away from her. So it kind of tracks that she might be running from her. That would be like a cool twist if that was the case. In fact, of everything that I suggested here, I'd love to see that the most. But I don't know. And I really I'm going out of my mind trying to figure out who it is. I really hope we get to see. Probably not till Wednesday, right? The next page might be a little bit of a fake out. We shall see. Anyway, with all that being said, what do you guys think? Who do you think's chasing her? Do you think anybody I suggested could be chasing her? Do you think it's someone else? Maybe it's Zach. You know, maybe it's Carter. Maybe Carter's back. That would be hilarious, but it would also not be very fitting. It would kind of be awful. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you all next week when we get to look at a fan fiction that went missing. Yay!